Hello one and all, my name is Ryan Bruce, my friends call me Fluff, and today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we dive into the new Rail Series pickups from Seymour Duncan. In the world of passive pickups, there are an infinite amount of styles, builds, tonalities, and ergo, players. However, when you talk about classic builders, legendary builders, there's just a handful. At the top of that mountain, in my opinion, would be Seymour Duncan pickups, and they are putting a new spin on some of their most classic models, and we're gonna talk about those today with the new Rail Series pickups from Seymour Duncan. And before we go any further, you can consider this a sponsored video. I am a Seymour Duncan artist, and they sent me these pickups to show you guys. Ergo, this is a sponsored video. However, all thoughts and opinions are mine. Okay, so the new Rail Series, what is it? Seymour Duncan are basically making rail versions of a bunch of their classic pickups. I can't name them all here. However, today specifically, I will be checking out the new JB Rail and Jazz Rail. Why rail? So with a rail design on any given pickup, I'm not just talking about specific to the JB and Jazz, but with a rail design, you get a very balanced attack and volume and tonality from string to string because the magnetic field is evenly distributed via the rail system. Now, in layman's terms, rail design pickups are typically those of high output pickups seeking maximum clarity, okay? So this is not for you you mellow guys. This is not for the blues players. These are meant to be a little bit more aggressive and clear and louder and higher output than its normal counterpart. So this JB still has the tonality of that upper mid, real just aggressiveness with the full low end. However, the clarity has been turned up to 11. The output is also even more so than the original JB. Now in the case of the Jazz Rail, the normal Jazz, I would say, has a sparkly top end, kind of a fat low end, and is pretty scooped in the mid-range. This Rail Jazz pickup is a louder with a more, just a more clarity in the attack in the uppermost top end, okay? You'll hear that in the walkthrough section of this video. However, enough of my yapping. Let's hear these things in a full mix, shall we? All right, so now that we got the full mix out of the way, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a tonal walkthrough. I'm going to plug into my Fractal Axe effects as I always do. We're going to go through clean, crunch, and high gain tones. I will have some, maybe a little bit of reverb on the clean tone as an example, and pay attention to where the top end is sitting and the clarity of the pick attack. It's very focused and very tight, all right? So let's do a little bit of a tonal walkthrough. So what do I think? Honestly, I love these, and I want to try the rest of the models as well. I think the Nazgul has been has a rail version now. For me, you know, the JB is one of my favorite pickups of all time. I have a JB in like 4 of my guitars over here on the rack. I am intimately familiar with the Duncan JB. For me, this is like a much tighter, more modern JB that has a nice compression and attack that I just love. This thing sounds amazing. The jazz neck has that nice scooped warmth, but it's not muddy, and it has that clarity that I really enjoy. So if you want something that's a little left to center and you like some of the more classic flavored Duncan pickups, definitely check out the new Rail series. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. All the pickable links down below in the description, and while you're down there, feel free to subscribe to further support this channel. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.